What's up, everybody, and welcome to Santa Cruz, Camagüey, Santa Cruz, California, chico.
California, yeah.
I would say my stay at this hotel was superb. The staff was friendly. The room was very clean. However, they're rated horribly because when they opened up the hotel, there were some issues with the hotel as far as like reservations that got canceled. So the hotel's got some horrendous reviews, but they were really nice.
I always read through the reviews because sometimes it's like something outside their control.
Yeah, there was a problem when they first opened the hotel. Their buildings over there. Near their apartments, huh?
Mm-hmm. Corporate thought they were open, but in reality, they could not.
Weren't open. And it could have been the city. It could have been the county.
Yeah.
It could have been permitting. You know, who knows what.
It sounded more... Because I've read the replies.
We'll give them a good review because the rooms were clean. The rooms were clean. We'll give them a good review.
Yeah.
In fact, if you have your phone, go ahead and give them a good review.
Yeah.
That hotel really deserved it. But let me tell you, the worst customer service I have ever experienced in my life has been during this stay here in California. We used a notary because we sold a piece of property, and that we needed to notarize the land. The land we had in Florida, we sold it basically, and the notarizing company that we used out of the Los Angeles area did it wrong. They were supposed to witness it, and they refused to witness it, and it became a huge problem. And you pay a lot of money. It takes a lot of time to notarize. You need like almost an hour to do that, you know. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to is customer service in California is a horse's butt, and it's not the small little businesses. If you go to a mom and pop business, it's great customer service, and the people that I've met here in California have really been great people. You know, I've met great people, friendly people. I've made friends along the way, I could say. You know, like just great experience. I've met great people, and the crazy part about it is, I feel like normally it's the snobs that get the reputation of being snobs, but I feel like in this case of California, it's not the rich people who are idiots. It's like the working class who for some reason are not happy with their jobs, not happy with their lives. They got 3 jobs to pay the rent. I feel like in most places it's like the rich people who, you know, get a bad reputation for being snobby. But I feel like here it's actually like the working class people who are a pain in the butt. And some of the customer service issues that I've dealt with here are downright reminiscent of the things I dealt with in Alabama. And the only solution that I found in Alabama, because in Alabama, again, I was selling real estate and people were getting in the way of the transaction and stuff, and the only solution that I found in Alabama was downright to threaten people. To be like, hey, like, I'm doing this and my whole life depends on this, and if you get in the way, I'm going to get in the way of you. Like, it literally got down to the point in Alabama where that was the solution that I found to dealing with this problem. Literally to threaten people. And when you threaten them and say, hey, dude, this is a life or death situation. If you try to ruin my life, I'm going to ruin yours. Like, I literally got to that point in Alabama where, and it worked. When you let people know, hey, dude, I don't care how far you want to take it, I'll go as far as you will, then they fix their little issue. That's what it got down to sell the house in Alabama. And in California, the customer service issues that I'm finding are the same exact customer service issues that I dealt with in Alabama. Which is basically, you gotta let people know, hey, dude, I'm willing to go all the freaking way. What's up? You know, you got paid to do this. You don't want to do your job. You're giving me a hard time. What's really good? What's really good? And you gotta go Grandpa from Boondocks on them. You gotta go. You gotta take it to them. I went in there. I gave the girl a bad review. I said, hey, I don't know what the crap your problem is. The person's name is this. Is their name. And when you lived in Alabama, you didn't give somebody a bad review. Because they, you know, with a real name at least, because then they'd come back and, you know, in Alabama, a lot of businesses have a bad reputation in the community, but we look at their Google pages, they're actually not rated bad because people are afraid. I saw something I want to go back and look at over here. People are afraid to give bad reviews because, quite simply, you know, small world. But you gotta take it to people. If you don't take it to them out here, if you play the square card out here in these people, they'll run all over you. You gotta tell people what's really good. What's really good. a bad review. It was good. And it's horrible that it's that way. I think I saw a car here I want to look at. It's horrible that it's that way.
I put it on the Pigeon one, where you're a local guide.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because I want it to be more meaningful.
Yeah. No, that was good. It was clean. The rooms were clean. You mentioned the rooms were clean.
I did.
That was fine. I went down the wrong road.
I also mentioned the decor.
Okay. I saw a squatted truck over here.
Of course, it's a squatted truck that we have to go look at.
Well, the thing is, like there's a debate rather that started off in Florida or California. And there's actually, I have seen squatted cars here. There's a debate on who
I've seen a few where it looks like they're squatting it so that they can carry trailers. They don't necessarily
see that red truck right there?
Yeah.
See that red truck right there? It's got a squat to it. You see that red truck?
Yeah.
See how the front's lifted higher?
Yeah.
That's a squat.
That's a Baja squat because they took off the bottom bumper.
Exactly. So I'm saying, like, they do that here in California. They've been doing that here in California.
Yes, I have random knowledge.
Yes. It's called a Baja, yeah. But basically, there's a debate road that originated on the East Coast or the West Coast, but that right there looks pretty authentic to me, and it's not a new car; it's an older car. So, I pretty much concretes the claim that California was the first one squatting cars, and I have seen squatted cars now here. That's a legit right there. See how they took the front bumper off and they squatted the front?
Yep.
Seems legit to me. We're back on this road again, guys. Give me a minute. I just saw that. I want to go back and see it. But man, the customer service that I found here in California, it's been horrendous.
But today and last night we found a really good place.
The only real solution you have is to find a mom and pop place.
Yeah.
And in that case, you'll be all right. If you find a mom and pop place, you'll be good. Mom and pop places are like that taco place we ate. That was awesome.
That was really
good. The guy
good.
was warm. He was friendly. He was a big smile. All the customers knew him by name. The customers knew the other customers.
I've noticed people are more friendly.
Yeah.
Santa Cruz, I would come back here again because everyone's so friendly and nice.
I will tell you, it did feel very sketchy at night. Yeah, it felt sketchy.
I've been in sketchier places.
I don't like the vibe at night. I will say that my night walk was definitely sketchy, but the people do like they seem like they know each other everywhere you go.
Yeah, like they want to know they want to know you, and not like Alabama. Not like Alabama, like they're genuine.
Yeah, they're genuine.
Yeah,
and that's a misconception about California people that I've seen a lot. That California people are not genuine and they're just a bunch of snobs and stuff. I would disagree with that. I feel like the bad people that I've dealt with, especially in the Los Angeles area, I feel like have mostly been an issue of not like the rich snobby people, but just like regular people who hate their jobs, hate their lives, don't do their job right, and then they want to put the responsibility on somebody else for their life sucking. Like, they're not doing their crap right. Yeah. But then they want. This reminds me of like Miami. Yeah. Right here, like this looks like Miami.
I love the art.
Yeah. This reminds me of like those ghetto-looking places in Northwest Miami, looking ghetto apartment complex.
And Turtle. If they had an orca, I would like it a lot. I would like it a lot either way. I would like it even more.
Sir, why the crap would I want to improve Google Maps while I'm driving? Dumbest thing ever. Yeah. It's trying to get me to see if I would improve their.
Oh, it's been sending emails. They want you in some kind of program.
I think I saw an orca mural. Is there an orca in that mural?
No, but I've seen a few of them. It's orca territory.
I can't believe how empty this town looks. Is it like just not tourist season here or what? I saw a beautiful.
It's not tourist season.
I saw a beautiful house over here from the hotel. I can see it.
Yeah.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Big Victorian style looking house.
So I've been doing some internet research.
Me too.
Yeah.
Turns out that red tide is back in Southwest Florida.
Yes.
And last time it was like this, it lasted about a year.
Yes.
And you can probably expect a whole entire. Oh, this looks like something out of like
What is that?
Somebody fishing? Do not pick flowers. They belong to nature.
Mm-hmm.
The area looks interesting. Where have you been researching? I forgot. I kind of got carried away with.
I've been researching Seattle.
Hey, guess what? We're going to San Francisco today.
Yes.
Are you excited? I bet you're like...
I want to see if it's really as hyped as they say it is.
Are you excited to go to San Francisco?
No, but apparently you are.
I'm not excited to go there. I mean, you are. Are you excited to go to San Francisco?
I want to see the Golden Gate Bridge. You know me, I like being on bridges.
Oh, I talked to somebody who speaks Spanish last night. I was like, I'm going to go to San Francisco to see the Golden Gate Bridge. He's like, oh, you're going to see the Golden Gate.
Oh,
I said Golden Gate. Because you know people in Spanish don't say gate, they say gay, Golden Gate. Like Golden Gate City. If you ever heard a Spanish person, no, it's like, I live in Golden Gate City. I live in Golden Gate. Golden Gate, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you're going to go to San Francisco to see a Golden Gate. I said, no, I'm going to probably skip on that one if you're going to pronounce it that way.
Yeah.
Are you excited about San Francisco, Catherine?
I want to see if I can go to the Painted Ladies and see if I can see a Stamos sighting. They have those.
A what?
John Stamos goes to the Painted Ladies occasionally.
Who
the house.
Was that?
He was on Full House. I've seen pictures of him at this house.
You can't turn right? Okay, these one-ways are killing me. I'm just going to pull a U-turn on this street. That's a one-way?
That's what it's meant for.
Huh?
There's like a lip, and I'm like, that's what it's meant for.
This is ridiculous.
I know.
What's up with like the fact there's nobody in this town other than homeless people?
Well, I can guess by the way it's laid out that it's so confusing. No one really wants to be here. If they can help it. Oh, cool. Cars.
Yeah, a lot of like Volkswagens.
Turn left onto 2nd Street.
Tundra. That would be comfortable.
Head southwest on 1st Street toward Westbrook Street. In 400 feet, turn right onto Main Street. Turn right onto Main Street, then turn left onto 2nd Street.
I wanted to show them this side of town over here, but with the boardwalk and all, but crap, every time you go down there's a one-way. The whole thing's one-way. There's a lot of time to drive through here. I think one-ways destroy cities because people... Oh, here's a look at the view from here. Again, I'll pull back out.
Ooh, Street.
That's nice. I've heard you can get clam chowder on a pier.
You already did that while you were here.
And I'm done with that.
Yes.
Head south on Main Street toward Beach Street.
Something made us very sick in California. I don't know what it was.
It was the...
I suspect it was that short rib from that nasty place by the water.
I think so too.
I really do think it was that.
Yeah.
But we got really sick. I mean, like... Is there an island out there in the middle of the ocean?
I didn't get sick, yes.
No
there
way.
is a mountain.
Oh, dude, there's islands out there in the middle of the ocean?
Yes, Un Monte.
No way.
And there is snow on Un Monte.
No, that's just clouds. The car behind us is like, what the crap are these people doing?
No, it's actually Un Mountain.
Monterey Bay. We're in Monterey Bay.
Yeah.
That's not a mountain. That's the other side of Monterey Bay. That's where we were yesterday over there.
Yeah, Un Mountain.
Oh, dude, this area is incredible. So this is the other side of where we were yesterday.
Yes, Un Mountain.
Gotcha. It's not an island. It's the other
it's
side.
Un Mountain.
What do you keep saying Mountain?
Because I'm enjoying saying it.
It's very disturbing.
Won't be disturbed because I like saying it.
This is like a ghost town. There's like nobody out here. I thought this place would be packed.
It's beautiful. And there's beautiful architecture.
Just so you know, with the price of hotels in the San Francisco area, we literally might have to commute from here to be in San Francisco.
Yes, I know.
Because that...
I found a few hotels.
Although, to be honest, with the...
2nd Street, then turn left onto
when you
2nd
throw in
Street.
the valet parking...
Turn left onto 2nd Street.
When you throw in the valet parking, you might as well And the gas in town, you might as well pay some physical prices.
Yes.
In 800 feet, turn right onto Pacific Avenue.
Life is draining, man. Like, just money here, money there.
But that's how.
But we ate at Las Palmas restaurant. They were really good. Seems like very like family oriented, like just down to earth people. The food was good too.
Turn right onto Pacific Avenue.
I really suspect that what made me sick was the short rib. And remember when as soon as they brought it out and I smelled it, I said, "Okay, this is gonna make us sick."
Yeah.
And I've been pretty good. When I smell food and I tell you it's not good,
North on Front Street
I've been pretty good at it being right. But we were so hungry that we ate it.
feet, turn right to stay on Front Street.
Pacific View something.
Bed bug court.
La bed bug.
That's gonna be a Springtail.
So they're putting Marriott's in here, left and right. Cool.
They're changing the dynamic of this town. That looks like either an apartment or apartment. It's apartments.
Turn right to stay on Front Street.
Somewhat sketchy out here though.
You've got a gate and you go upstairs and there's businesses at the bottom.
We'll get some Starbucks before we leave.
Yeah.
And then we'll look at the redwoods. And then we'll head into San Francisco. If you're going to San Francisco, lock your doors.
Continue for 3/4 of a mile.
I'm curious about Hawaii.
It's Hawaii, not Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Why do you say Hawaii?
It's Hawaii.
It's Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Huh. You're putting a huh. There's too much. You're putting too much.
Hawaii.
You're putting too much. Huh.
Turn left onto Laurel Street.
This is a one-way, and we're done. If you're going to San Francisco, keep your eyes on your wife. I love how there's just like random hippies with guitars walking around.
Yes.
Where are the people in this town that are not homeless?
Could be a seasonal town.
Could be a homeless town. Crap. Jazzy Alley. There's a jazz alley. Didn't know California was big into jazz. Lots of murals. I like that. If you're going to San Francisco.
I think this is where the people are.
Dude, there's like nobody anywhere. The weird thing that's caught me weird about this town is how vacant it is. And the people that you do see are like hipsters and homeless people.
You're in the off season.
So? Can you imagine going to downtown Naples in the off season? The only thing you see is homeless people? That would be horrendous. It has like no life to it. I know it's the off season, but crap. This is what the logos look like when there's no tourists here. This is scary. Sad more than anything. Well, anyways, I've noticed like if you meet like real people, mom and pop places, you'll get good customer service. But anything corporate here in California, man, you're gonna deal with some real. You're gonna see some class acts here. It's almost like they hate their life, they hate their job, and then they want to inflict that on other people. We gotta easy up with the shopping too. We've been spending way too much money.
Yes.
And there's some people that don't look like they're homeless. Just a sad vibe. If you're going to Hialeah, Prius is everywhere.
In Volkswagen.
Give me patience to deal with these people. The fact that there's Priuses and Volkswagens everywhere is disturbing. Notice I use the word disturbing.
What happened there?
Homeless people. It looks like a hole. Somebody try to break in. Don't doubt it. There's a lot of homeless people. Don't doubt somebody just randomly try to break in. I broke the window. Or it could have just been somebody angry that broke the window.
Yeah.
I told you this place has some sketchy vibes. If you really pay close attention, you'll see it. Urban Outfitters.
Mm.
Maybe I can get some big and tall. That's the one thing I do need to find. Is that for men or women?
It looks like for women because it looks like preppy women clothes.
Urban Outfitters. Doesn't that sound like a male store? I guess the word urban here means hippie. I'm from, the word urban means no. This reminds me of a place in Georgia we went to.
Yes.
Rome, Georgia?
Remember, it was when we took Dad to the airport the first time.
Rome, Georgia.
No. And we stopped there.
This place is giving me some Georgia vibes.
Yes.
Noonan? No. This reminds me of somewhere we went in Georgia.
Yeah.
Athens? No. It was one of the smaller towns in Georgia. This place reminds me of somewhere I've been. Okay, take me to Starbucks. If you're going... I can't believe people don't put white walls on Teslas. Wouldn't it like white wall wheels just look cool on a Tesla? Like Vogues. Tesla Vogues. I think it started with the letter
Turn
C.
left onto Church Street, then turn left after Urban Outfitters.
Left and left? Go ahead, Prius. You'll make it. Left and left, let me see what's
Turn
that.
left, then turn right.
Okay. Off to Starbucks. This reminds me of Georgia. It wasn't Rome?
No.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
This reminds me of somewhere we went in Georgia.
You and I stopped there after taking, might have been LaGrange?
Turn right.
Possibly.
Then turn left.
Quite possibly.
Because I remember when we did it. Was when Dad came to see us in Alabama the first time. We took him to the airport, and on the way back, we stopped there.
Turn left onto River Street.
This place has some like real Georgia vibes. Or Georgia has some California vibes. Well, either way around. I said
Turn left.
Left. If you're going to San Francisco, lock your doors and take the valuables out of the car.
Why does it feel so cold?
So got the AC on.
It feels colder in here than it does
Turn right
outside.
onto Water Street.
And it's actually colder outside.
It's 55 outside. I don't get how Atomic have so many homeless people. Everywhere you look, there's homeless people. There's somebody just sleeping on a bench.
Some of these people.
There's somebody on the other side of the road. You got is that Bama right there? You got somebody on both sides of the road, just randomly left, right, east, west.
You gotta turn right on Water Street.
Right here, or further ahead.
Turn right onto Water
Right
Street.
up there, yeah.
The amount of homeless people here is insane. There's a Bank of America. But those people are unbelievable, man. The customer service here has just been bad.
Abysmal.
Yeah,
In
it's like,
1,000 feet, turn right onto Ocean Street.
I like Ocean.
I wonder how long it'll take to take Starbucks here.
Yeah, I don't think it'll take long.
There's like homeless people everywhere. The house is boarded up.
California interests me. I will say that.
Yeah, if you got a lot of money, it'd be a great place to live.
No, like behavior wise.
Turn right onto Ocean Street.
Yeah, it's
Then your
I see
destination
some
will
of
be
like
on
the
right.
Turn here.
some of the worst. This is it.
Yes.
Some of the worst things we experience in Alabama of customer service.
Yeah.
I can already, and it's a totally different environment, but it's the same problem, which is basically
Yes.
people who suck.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just as you travel, we're gonna be able to go in there. There's no drive-through.
We're gonna have to go in. Is that a problem?
Yeah, in a town full of homeless people, it sure scrap is.
Would you like me to find
There's
one that
another
has
one, yeah. The one that has a drive-through. I don't want to deal of peasants. Peasants! Peasants! Ah!
Are you done?
I'm done. There's another Starbucks here, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
You should just gotta drive through. I just don't want to be around people.
Okay. He actually going out. Okay, the closest one is like that has a drive-through is in Scotts Valley,
I don't know
which
what
is
crap
on
that
the way to San Jose.
There's Starbucks way up there.
Yeah.
What about these two over here?
They are not drive-through.
Why is there another Starbucks here? So we're gonna have to go back to that one?
Yeah.
I hate walking in.
Do you want me to just go in and get it?
Dang Californians.
I'll go in and get you your food. It's not a problem.
Over here, Coffee Roasters. Check this place out. Do they have sandwiches and stuff?
Doesn't look like sandwiches. Just looks like coffee and
Coffees and hipsters.
yeah.
Also, definitely not the most hipster place we've been to. When you say Asheville, North Carolina, will take that title.
Yeah.
Definitely people say it's the most L place we've been to. Absolutely not. Colorado. My goodness. Colorado is so much more that way than California. And Asheville, actually, I feel like North Carolina.
We haven't gone to San Francisco, so.
Well, we'll see San Francisco, but so far,
400 feet, turn right onto Barson Street.
so far, I can tell you.
Turn right onto Barson Street.
I'm gonna do something else for a minute, okay?
Okay.
Turn off for a minute. So far, Asheville, North Carolina area,
Mm-hmm.
and Los Viejones,
Mm-hmm.
and Denver, Colorado, way more than California.
Mm-hmm.
California seems tame compared to them in that category there.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of misconceptions about this place, man. If you're going to San Francisco, you will pay a lot of money for hotel, parking, and valet as well. We also got to get some cash. I took out $300 cash,
Mm-hmm.
and I guarantee you, we've gone through all $300
Mm-hmm.
simply in valet, parking, and tips.
Mm-hmm.
Unbearable. This place will bleed you dry, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're not gonna tip the person for, like most of these hotels, since it's high population density, you're not staying at a hotel. You have to pay valet. And here's another thing I've noticed. Usually, if the hotel has valet parking, it usually means that the area is so trashy you can't leave your car outside. You have to park inside the building.
And when we travel and stuff like that, I'm always the one who usually handles things. I always tip the person good, because unless they were terrible or whatever, they get a good tip, because it is expensive to live out here.
No, I'm with you.
Even in Alabama, I will tip the person who waits on me.
I bet you on this trip,
Well.
we've probably got $400 to $500 just in tips. Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Mhm.
That's look at the whale mural. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That's cool.
You know what? I'm gonna do a photo here. Me with my mural backdrop photos.
Yeah. Too bad this car is in the way.
In a good spot, yeah.
Yeah.
It's in a good spot. Let me get the other phone. Me with
Here
my
you go.
mural photos. It's like a thing I'm doing for my Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Southern Life, our channel, has an Instagram. It's Southern Life YT on Instagram. And you can check along our adventures on there as well, if you would like. I haven't figured out how to pair it, but I think I've already paired it. Where you can click a link. I have to get, when I go back to Florida, I will pair it up, and I'm going to do a few other little things so you guys can check us out on other stuff.
Okay. Loitering is not permitted here. Let me tell you, I wasn't planning to loiter there, but after I saw the sign, I was tempted to loiter.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to San Francisco, lock your doors and... Doesn't California, like, validate other states concealed?
Yeah.
But they won't give you a concealed here.
Yeah. The only state I remember, because I haven't looked at it in probably
Was it like North
over a year
Carolina or something? Or
It was like South Carolina.
South Carolina, which has the highest crime rate of any state.
Yeah.
Ironically.
Yeah.
What am I looking at here? A Datsun with a tarp over it? Okay, GPS has Starbucks. We'll have to go there. We don't have a choice. I'd hate to spend time with people, but we'll have to.
Turn right onto Barton. Head west on Hall Street towards
It
Seabright
thought we
Avenue,
were
then
like
turn
a
right
mile
onto
away
Seabright
from where we actually were.
Continue on Seabright Avenue for 3/4
Look
of
at
a
this,
mile.
another Volkswagen here. Seems like that's a thing out here.
Yeah.
They named the new Honda truck after this place, but I haven't seen a single one here. Seems like...
Yeah, no one's gonna buy something from Alabama in this town. They seem more intelligent than to buy something from Alabama.
To buy a car built in Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, this town has more old clunkers than anything I've ever seen. Is that an old BMW? I have never seen... He's got a surfboard in it. I have never seen a town with more old clunkers than this town. This town is absolutely a clunker party. I don't think Obama's cash for clunkers made it out here.
No.
This town is absolutely littered with clunkers.
Mm-hmm.
Corvette. Adam the Woo wants to woo you.
I hope not. Yeah.
Oh, look at that street. Look at the big palm trees and stuff. Look at all the clunkers in this town.
Yes, I'm very happily married.
I like how like they'll buy an old clunker and then graffiti it out. I'm really thinking about doing that. I'm not sure how our HOA will deal with that, but I'm not sure how our management there was gonna like us doing that, but
Get a garage. They can't say anything if it's in a garage that
Can
comes
they?
out once a week.
we'll have to rent one of those garages.
Yeah.
Man, the amount of clunkers in this town is just... Look at these old Lexuses and...
Yes.
I don't know what's more, the crap at the homeless people or the cars.
Yes.
It's definitely a neat town. It's just, for some reason, they're vacant. Left, right, east, west.
Left.
Turn up the volume so I know what I'm doing. No, you're not being very helpful.
No.
Look at this one. Look at this hijo de su madre.
Mm-hmm.
En un freaking RAV4, un cacharro uncomfortable. Mira, guapería con su cara como basura. En un freaking cacharro Toyota, man.
In 600 feet, turn left onto Water Street.
Oh, look at this Chevy truck.
Mm-hmm.
snap. My brother had that truck when it was out. When it first came out, the same color, but it was a step
Which
side.
one?
That green Silverado. My brother had it in a
Turn left onto
step
Water
side.
Street.
And it was normal. Like, imagine today if you had that truck. Today, that
Yeah.
truck, if it was still around, today that truck would be worth like whatever you wanted for it.
There's a donut shop over there.
Graffiti on that building. There's Subaru.
If it would make you feel better to have a donut.
No, I really wouldn't. I know, like, we haven't had donuts in California. I think the donuts are huge here. I think the only thing bigger than the homeless people here is the donuts.
Continue on Water Street for half a mile.
If you're going to San Francisco, buy some donuts. Sun came out finally.
I finally bought a jumper. I've never bought
I'm
one.
22. What's a jumper?
What?
What's a jumper?
What I'm wearing. It's like a.
Dude, the amount of clunkers in this town.
It's like. You know how overalls are shorts?
Okay, what am I doing? Left, right, east, west?
You're going straight.
How do I know? But you haven't been telling me where I'm going.
If I'm not telling
I'm
you.
going to ask you because you haven't been telling me, so I might as well try to figure this out myself. I'm going to have to figure this out myself because you're practically useless at this point.
You had to drive forward.
How do I know? Like, I have to figure this out by myself. I can't depend on you anymore. You've been very unreliable. I love how people here are like very snobby. I'm gonna give this town a snob score. 10 out of 10. But you know, the homeless people don't seem aggressive like the ones in Florida. The thing about when you tell Florida people in Florida like there's homeless people everywhere, they're terrified because homeless people in Florida are absolutely insane.
Yes.
But you have to understand, yes, there's homeless people everywhere, but they're California homeless people.
They're not crazy like
This guy is
Florida.
going like they're 50 miles an hour on a bicycle.
Those are apartments. That looks really nice.
But people don't understand in Florida, they're like, there's homeless people everywhere. They're like, oh my gosh, it must be a nightmare. Here's what they don't get. They're California.
Turn left after Chase Bank.
Right.
On the left. Onto
They're
Ocean Street.
California homeless people. They're not Florida. If this place was packed to Florida homeless people, it would be on fire. The whole thing would be on fire right now. It's like, yeah, there's homeless people on every corner, but they're California homeless people.
Yeah.
The thing about Florida homeless people is that they're a whole different beast.
Oh yeah. They're like Florida man.
Florida man on
In 600
Yeah.
feet, turn left after Chase Bank. On the left. Onto Ocean
So
Street.
you have to understand, yes, there are homeless people everywhere,
Keep going.
but they're
At the light, it's right there.
California
Turn
homeless
left after
people.
Chase Bank. On the left. Onto Ocean Street. Then
Left.
your destination.
Yeah,
will
I
be
don't
on
think
the right.
people understand the difference between homeless people in California and what the crap? I'm not. Going into this Starbucks does not excite me in one little bit.
How about I go in, you stay in the parking lot? Are you okay with that?
Are you gonna be okay?
I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll stay in the car. You
Okay.
can go in there and do whatever you need to.
Okay.
Make sure you buy a bottle of water.
Of course.
Well, anyways, I think what terrifies people on the East Coast about California is like, oh, there's homeless people everywhere. But they're California homeless people. They're homeless by choice, and they're friendly. Okay, yes, there are homeless people everywhere.
They're
Everywhere.
not gonna like
But
go
they're not
psycho
like
in
they're
like
not
in
like
Florida.
they're not like Newport Richie homeless people.
No.
Okay, they're not like Newport Richie type of homeless people. They're California homeless people.
They're on
homeless
something else.
They're homeless by choice. Okay, they're happy about their homeless lifestyle, and you know they have a routine. The weather's normal.
Yeah.
Like people give them stuff. They don't have to ask for stuff.
Most of the time they're
Yeah.
not on the M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the problem about this is that people in Florida assume like they're Florida homeless people, which is like absolutely insane and terrifying if they're homeless people from Florida.
Yeah.
Like if these were all homeless people from Florida, it would be a different scenario in this parking lot. Like the whole place would be on fire. Basically, if a place in Florida had as many homeless people as California does, the whole state would be on fire, basically.
Yeah.
But these are not like uncivilized homeless people like we have in Florida.
These are like people who are homeless by choice.
Yeah, they're bums.
They're hippied out.
Hippied out, bummed out homeless people.
They're on
They're
a
not.
different.
They're
on
not
something
like.
else.
They're not. Yeah, they're not like. You know, like Connecticut moved to Florida as a homeless person and is considering like eating somebody's ear in traffic or something.
No.
Like these homeless people are not going to bite your ear off like Mike Tyson style. Okay, they're not into that. They're
Yeah.
normal.
They might be on some herbs, but those herbs are gonna make them calmer.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Go do your thing.
Yeah.
I ain't going in there.
I got you.
Got it?
Why?
I don't know. All I'm saying is, these homeless people in California are much more civilized than the ones we got back home in Florida. The ones in Florida are scary. I mean, they are terrifying. What the crap are you wearing?